It's Sunday the 27th of June and this is time for the week's review. A lot of interesting charts out there. Let's get going. Right, these are my weekly charts in bonds, dollar at the top, US 30-year Treasury bonds, Dow and oil. If I've got bullish movements in the top two, I'm likely to have bearish equities and bearish commodities. What I've got is a very strong bonds. So bonds are safe havens. There's money potentially coming out of equities and commodities, and we'll look at the daily in a minute. But this to me looks like a potential reversal bar in the weekly dollar with a move back to the upside. And oil is very hesitant. I mean, overall, since the summer of last year, we've only had a 20-point range in the oil. But overall, the thing to focus on at the moment is a potential reversal in the dollar and very bullish bonds, which is leading to, look at this engulfing bar on the weekly Dow. So the weekly in these leading indicators are saying bearish. So here's the daily in the dollar, and you can see we're at 85.5. Although we're closed below the 50 EMA we're at a lot of support from here and here. But if you look what happens every time we close below the 50 EMA in this dollar since early December. Small close below the 50 EMA runs up. Touches the 50 EMA, runs up. Small close below the 50 EMA, big run up. So this is why I'm looking at this major support here at 85.5 and thinking, although we've got the 8 and the 20 above us, this may want to bounce up here. And if you look at the weekly here, that weekly bar to me is a reversal bar. You can see a similar little bar down there. If you look back at these bars in daily and weekly charts in other instruments, you will see they are bullish. So although the daily looks bearish, looks like it's about to roll over, I'm skeptical of that setup. I think this could be about to move to the upside on the dollar. So if the dollar and the bonds are bullish, that's not good for the markets. Daily gold hitting a lot of resistance up here. It's very toppy. I'm not about to take a position in the gold. It could charge up, but if that's the case, I will let it run without me. I don't think there's a setup here. I think there's a lot of resistance up here. There is room, scope in the value chart to get higher, but it's not for me. The move in gold was back down here, so if you're not in it, stand aside. Equity markets. I've drawn this channel on the equity markets from this low down here last spring. Sorry, that's actually March. And this touch here, I did a new parallel to make this top channel here. So you can see it's been very volatile indeed. Big swings either way. At the moment, you've got all the moving averages above. This is a potential reversal bar. I think we're just going to consolidate. Look how the 20 is coming through the 50 EMA. I think we'll retest the bottom of this channel, possibly even these lows again. Going to move back up to the top of this fib zone, and then either late summer or early autumn, I think we'll roll over. Look at this reversal bar on the 50% fibs here and the 50 EMA. So that I think we're going to see the follow through in the equity markets for a move to the short side. The oil, look at this, a lovely hammer on this key area of support. 75.90 was major area of support. If I take these top two off here, I'll just leave that, just take the middle one off. That was a beautiful setup, lovely hammer on major support, and then later, about 5:45, we got this really sharp bull flag in the 15-minute, and it just absolutely ran up in a matter of minutes to the 50 EMA. It did something like a 130-point move in a matter of minutes, and it's based on the daily. Once it broke through that 20 EMA and the bull flag in the 15 minutes, it just ran. But look at this trend line from this high up here. So I think the fact that we've engulfed so much price action here, I think we'll pull back ideally to something like 78 and then attack 82.5. Why am I telling you this? Because it shows a degree of confidence in the market. If oil So we've got a lot of conflicting signals in these markets at the moment. But the oil is the one that's bullish. But you also got to bear in mind we're into the hurricane season in oil. So in a normal healthy market, we would see a reasonable move up as we're into the US drive season and hurricane season. But on pure technicals, this is a massive bullish engulfing bar. If we get any kind of pullback, then that's a buying area with a target, with a stop down here, and a move back to 82.5. You'll have to work out the risk reward ratio is right for you, because I can't do that in this time span. Waiting here on natural gas to see how the dollar reacts on Monday, to see if that's worth going long and a break up through 5.2, or whether we're going to roll over. Sugar beet continues to move to the upside. Right, I think the best chart in the grains is the wheat. I'm going to short a break of 4.5. I'm going to break a short of Friday's bar, which is 4.562, with a stop up here just above the 50 MA and a target of 4.26. Because if that dollar does move to the upside, then I expect these grains to sell off. Right. Quick look at the beans before we finish. We're closed just on the 50 MA. Looking for Monday's action. If we get a break below 950, I will short. If we close above 960, I will go long and look for a break to the upside through here on the soybeans. Right, let's get straight into currencies. I'm not going to show you stocks because I'm not scanning stocks until I get a close of the Monday's equities to see where I'm going. This Aussie dollar is looking nice and strong. The Aussie dollar index is looking as if it's about to break up. If oil continues to break up, I would look for the CAD to break through the 50 MA. Pound is very strong. If we can get a break to 149.67, move back to 149.67, I will be a buyer of there. I'm not trading the Swissy. Pretty clean, but you get some severe, violent moves in the Swissy at the moment. Euro looks pretty weak. It's trying to get going. This could be consolidating, getting ready to break up. But even if it breaks up, it's got a lot of resistance very close above, so not trading it. This is the most interesting chart out there. All eyes for me on this on Monday. If this is either going to be a double top drop, or if we break up through here, this is a safe haven. If we break up through here, I'd expect the dollar to move to the upside, the bonds continue to be bought, and the equity markets to continue to slide. Watching this US dollar CAD, I like this a lot. If that dollar index does bounce and move to the upside, I'd expect to see this break up through the 200 EMA. I would look for a close above here, and then I would buy a pullback on Tuesday. But I think this dollar CAD could get moving, and in times of stress, this US dollar CAD gets bought. So I think that's the setup we're looking at. I think that's a very bullish format, looking for a pullback in the US dollar CAD. The other one I'm looking for is the Aussie dollar US dollar. Break above here, which is the 200 EMA sitting here. Get a break above the 200 EMA, I buy a pullback and look to see if we can get back up here and break up through this trend line resistance. And that's it for the moment. Any questions, email me. Otherwise, keep an eye out for. I hope to see you in the room on Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. And any emails, any questions, email me, and I'll get back to you.